Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to an installment of The Husband Coach. Today we're going to be talking about how to make your wife fall in love with you all over again every single day. So the key to this is daily investments into your wife and into your marriage. If you're not investing into your wife or into your marriage, it's like a bank account, right? If you don't put money into it, you don't have money to withdraw from it. So we want to make sure that we're investing into our wives and into our marriage every single day. So that way we build up that investment and it makes it easier for us to deposit from it later. It makes it easier for us to deposit from it later because let's face it, we're not going to be perfect every single day. We're not going to be perfect all the time. And we're not going to get it right most of the time. So we want to be intentional about ways that we can get it right. See, your wife is constantly seeking connection with you. She just wants to connect and come and talk to you. She wants to know about your day. She just wants to feel like you two are in this together. One of the ways that you can do that is by continually investing in the relationship. For men, we tend to check out in our relationship at times. The pursuit of getting our wife, the things that we do when we are dating or trying to get them to go out with us or marry us, man, we do that amazing, right? But then as soon as we get married, a couple years down the road, 2-3 years down the road, it's like, oh, well, I'm secure. And then what people often say is, oh, well, the fire just left us or we fell out of love. Well, the reason why is because you're not investing. And when you invest, trust me, the more you invest, the more you try to outdo your wife in showing her love and doing things for her, the more she is going to fall in love with you and you're going to enjoy the relationship. So how is it that you can invest? Here's some practical ways. You can wash dishes, right? Washing dishes is something that my wife, she does not like to do. So whenever she gets done cooking, if I have the opportunity, which I usually do, I'll go into the kitchen and I'll go ahead and load up the dishwasher, which, kind of cheating, using the dishwasher. But the pots and pans, things like that, I wash those by hand just because they don't fit in the dishwasher. And I don't do it because I'm trying to get some kind of praise from my wife. I'm doing it because I know that she genuinely accepts this act of kindness, which is one of the 5 love languages we'll talk about later on in the channel. One of the love languages that she has when it comes to dishes is acts of kindness. If she doesn't have to wash the dishes or do anything with the dishes, she's extremely happy. She feels loved. Another thing is offering to cook. Now, look, if you don't have the skills to cook, that's okay. There's another option. But if you can cook, and even if it's not a fancy meal, maybe that's something that you two can spend time together. If your wife is the primary cook in the house, you can spend time in the kitchen with her and help her out with cooking. And then you learn from her. And that's you investing yourself into the relationship. You're connecting with your wife. Man, that right there is a phenomenal way. If you have the opportunity to cook with your wife, you should. At least once a week, take some time and say, you know what, honey, I want to cook with you. Especially if you're not good at cooking. Now, if you can cook, then you go ahead and offer to cook a meal and you just have her hang out in the kitchen. I'm not the best cook. And I asked my wife, I say, hey, why don't you just come sit at the counter? We have a little bar stool or whatever in our kitchen. Why don't you come sit at the counter and I will cook. I just want to talk to you while I'm preparing the meal. And that's an opportunity for us to connect again. She loves it. It's me investing in our relationship. And she loves to watch me cook because I usually do something that she doesn't do. And she loves to correct me on it, but that's okay. It's just a part of being in a relationship, right? And I learned from it. Another thing that you can do, and this is beneficial to everyone, is just do the laundry. If you know how to do the laundry, right? these are things that, and if you don't know how to do the laundry, then this is a perfect opportunity for you to say, hey, honey, I really want to help you out with this. Can you show me how to do the laundry? I understand that there's some people out there that don't understand how to operate a washing machine, and that's okay. Learn how to do it. Watch a YouTube video. Surprise your wife that you learned how to do laundry. I learned how to fold t-shirts a very special way, watching a YouTube video, and they fit more flat inside of our drawer. And when I did the laundry, I showed my wife how I fold t-shirts. She got super excited. She was like, where'd you learn this? I didn't tell her because it was a secret. But do the laundry. You can also, a very simple act. You can either, one, make her a card on the way while you're at work. Take a piece of paper, draw a little corny picture on it. You can make her a card, right? Arts and craft, little kid arts and craft type thing. Or if you're not feeling, like making a card, then you can go to, at most gas stations, and if not, you go to Walmart or a grocery store, and you can find cards that just say, very generally, I love you. And then write a small little note that only you and her get. That is such a powerful way to connect. My wife, she loves getting cards. And what she doesn't know is I have a few cards that I'm going to mail to her. And they're just going to show up in the mailbox. And I don't even really know when I'm going to send them in the mail. But it's like a surprise. Like, hey, look. This thing just showed up at the house, and it's for you. That's such a spontaneous way of investing in your marriage that she won't even expect. The last option I have is very simple. Send her a text every day. And, choose 3 different times, right? So for me, I chose 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. Those were the times that I selected, and I don't send her 3 messages a day. I send her 1 message, and it's not every day, right? Because what I don't want her to get is too accustomed to receiving a text message. I just want her to know that every single day I'm thinking about her and I'm investing in this marriage, right? So what I do is one day at 9 o'clock, I'll send her a text. And then I'll remember, okay, I sent her a text at 9 o'clock on Monday. So then, Wednesday, Thursday, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to send her a text message at 12 today. And then I send her another one on Wednesday or Thursday. And then Saturday or Sunday, I'll send her another text, but that'll be at 3 o'clock. And then I know that somewhere between Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to go ahead and start over at 9 o'clock. However you choose to adapt that's all on you, right? But one of the things that we're going to cover on this channel is coaches, they run athletes through drills, right? So they can get better at their craft, at their sport, and when the opponent is on the field, you're ready to engage and win. In theory, right? They're training athletes to win in competition. Marriage is not a competition. You're not in competition with your wife. I guess a healthy competition of who can show the most love to each other. That's probably the only version of competition that you're in. But what marriage really is an opportunity to come together and live life in a way that betters each person, right? I'm constantly trying to make my wife better. My wife is constantly trying to make me better. And it's not that she's trying to change me. We'll talk about that later on the channel as well. It's not that she's trying to change me. It's that she's encouraging me to be my best at every single moment. That's her way of investing into me. Now, here's the drill that I have for you, right? You're going to make a plan for the next 7 days. You can write it on a scratch piece of paper. You can put it into a Google Calendar, which I think is probably the best way. If you use Google Apps, if you're watching this video, you're on YouTube, you probably understand Google a little bit. You put it into a Google Calendar, write it on a scratch piece of paper, put it in Evernote, put it somewhere where you can look at it every single day. And you choose what you're going to do for your wife every single day. So if it's like, hey, today I'm going to cook dinner, then you put that on the calendar. Today I'm going to read with the kids. You put that on the calendar. Yes, doing stuff with the kids, it's a duty that we have as fathers, but it's also a huge help to our spouse, right? To our wives, especially if they feel obligated to do it. We homeschool, so that's a big deal for me and my wife. Nonetheless, the drill is map out your day or map out your week. And once you have your week mapped out properly, execute it, right? So you make the plan and then you stick to the plan. Well, that's it. We'll check back in a little bit later. What I want you guys to do is let me know what your plans were in the comment section below. This channel is designed to help husbands who want to love their wife. They just don't understand how to communicate effectively, and they want to invest in that relationship, but they're just struggling with it. And that's okay, because marriage, like, there's no real handbook to marriage, right? Just like there's no real handbook to parenting. You learn as you go, and you develop new techniques, and you get better as you go. But what you can't do is give up on your wife. So rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep loving your wives. Peace.